All right, what is up? It is your boy Chaotic JGD 21, and I'm coming to you with a video and random people. That was the most craziest intro. Literally just had somebody drive down like my alleyway over here, and there's like a wash in front of my area, and they just like, I don't know, something's broken. Something's broken. Well, anyways, that's the intro to the chaotic corner at night. So hopefully you guys have been enjoying your start of the week. Because I sure as heck am. Last week had a great Thanksgiving break off. If you guys had Thanksgiving off, what did you guys do? And what do you guys got planned for your Christmas break? I only say that because I'm a school bus driver, so I get the 2 weeks off for Christmas, just like all the kids. And so yeah, just figured it'd be kind of neat to see what you guys all got going on. And also, before I continue any further, if you like what you see, you like what you hear, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, ring the bell, know the bell, become one with the bell, so that way you know when I upload a video or when I go live, baby. So, at the shooting of this video, it is going to be Tuesday, but I'm trying to keep it consistent with the Wednesday, so this will air tomorrow. Uh, just wanted to. This one's not going to be really too much of a hey, let's figure out what we can talk about kind of thing. I just kind of wanted to talk about my weekend a little bit. And if you guys have like any cool stories, you guys can drop them in the comments below, or you can check me out on any of my other social media platforms: Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, uh, Twitter/X. Or we can have random ass people like keep coming around my yard trying to like be idiots. I have a feeling something crazy is about to happen tonight, so we're gonna keep this bad boy on roll. Um, so this weekend I went with my bandmates. I went with my bandmates to Tucson, Arizona. We checked out Fit for an Autopsy. As you can't see my thumb offside. We saw Fit for an Autopsy. We saw motherfucking Exodus. We saw Darkest Hour and a band that I've never even heard of called Undeath. Everybody, like, it's even hard to like put into words the experience that you have. That's actually like my first time going to like I guess a I guess a legit band show. Um, I mean, I always miss the other bands that come around. Just recently, and just in case you guys, we're not going to talk about like any sports or anything. This was just going to be about music and whatnot because that's kind of like what I went through the whole weekend. So I didn't really care about too much of anything else. Um, but like I missed Baby Metal. I missed Death Clock coming in to Phoenix. Um, I've always wanted to see Ginger. They've come to Tucson a couple of times, and I couldn't go. Um, let's see who else. There's like countless other bands. I know Megadeth's come through a couple of times. Megadeth even performed at the county state fair. And that takes place like in between like Tucson and Phoenix. Well, it's mainly in Tucson, but they have like a Pima County Fairgrounds or whatever, and Megadeth played there. I didn't even go see friggin' Megadeth. And I'm like, I'm kicking myself in the foot now, but uh, just being there and experiencing that for the first time, uh, being a musician and seeing how much production and how much time and effort these guys put into their craft, whether it's vocalizing, guitar shredding, bass slapping, and uh, heart pumping, thumping drum beats. Oh, that's my next door neighbor. Um, but yeah, just being a part of that was just it was on a whole nother level. Um, a lot of my bandmates, well, my art. I don't even know if you could say like main guitar player because we don't really have a main guitar player. They both shred the guitar very equally. Um, but he's a big like OG thrash metal man, and so being able to see Exodus and see how intense that style of music brings, that is, it was insane. Like my heart was pumping. I could feel everything, um, all the way down from uh, the crazy performances that they were giving. People flying around the stage. The drummer getting up on the drum kit, like freaking out, and it was awesome. It made me realize like how much more I need to get better at my showmanship as a drummer. It's like I've really got a lot of big shoes to fill with all of the bands and all of these artists that have come before me. You know what I mean? Hold on one second. All right, I'm back. Yeah, sorry, I had to let my across the street neighbor know what was going on because that was pretty intense. What just happened not too long ago. But anyways, so first band that was up was a band called Undeath. I feel bad because I try to know what bands we're gonna go see before we go, so that way I can kind of check them out and whatnot. I had no idea that there was gonna be like an opening band. I thought it was just gonna be Darkest Hour, Exodus, and then Fit for an Autopsy. But this band Undeath, they hit it out of the park. They were heavy, they were fast, they were in your face. Um, Everything from the crazy, like, syncopated groove that they did between the drums, the bass, and the guitar, and everyone just kind of flowing and gelling. Everything was just awesome. Um, those guys were really, really prepared for what they were about to do on stage. I could tell you that. Um, like there was a lot of like I'm not a notation guy, I'm a sound guy. So there's a lot of pinging and tinging with a lot of ratatata ratakatata tinga tinga ping, you know what I mean? But that guy, he was doing some it was at a very, very fast pace. And that's when I kind of was like, that's what really makes me want to hone my craft a little bit more, because this guy was just going super, super fast, very technical, and stayed on time every time. um, I also bought one of their hats. Um, I wanted to get something from the other bands, and I feel bad that I didn't. But uh, given the fact that I never heard of Undeath, I wanted to help them out a little bit financially. I mean, me personally, I like helping out the little guys, but at the same time, it was still so awesome to be able to see the big guys that are up top, bringing the little guys around, and you know, I shouldn't even say like the big guys bringing the little guys around, just the guys that have been doing it for a while. There we go. The more experienced guys. There we go. We'll make it that way. The more experienced people bringing the less experienced and getting them that exposure that they need. So I ended up getting a hat. I'll probably use that as the thumbnail for the video. um, but I got a hat from Undeath, and they're really awesome group of guys. Very talented. After them, Darkest Hour came on. Now, I've heard of them, but I haven't like heard them, if you know what I mean. And so this being my first time hearing them and seeing what their style of music is and how what they bring to the table musically, that was fantastic. The clean vocals were super clean, for lack of a better term. Um, they were just. I'm trying to think of something that doesn't make it sound so weird, but they were just literally in sync, and they did not go bye bye bye. But they did go bam bam bam. I don't know, it's so stupid, but that's just me and my dumb sense of humor. But anyways, uh, it was so cool to see Darkest Hour play. Um, the drummer was doing sound check. I don't know what happened with the drums, but this dude, I thought he was like the drum tech or whatever, and doing the sound check, blah blah blah. And then this same 6'10" giant comes back out. This dude's shirtless, got like basketball shorts on or whatever he was wearing, and he was like, "All right, we're gonna do this," and just beat the ever living shit out of those drums, man. It made me a fan of Darkest Hour, trust me. Another thing, since we're talking about live bands, what has been your coolest live music event that you've ever been to? Whether it was a band, uh, like a festival, um, I don't care if it was metal, pop, rap, hip hop, whatever, country. I don't even care if it's like opera or like orchestral or whatever. Like, what has been the best live musical performance that you have seen? Um, Granted, of course, mine was when I was like 7, 8 years old. I saw the original lineup for Kiss in Austin, Texas. That's when we were stationed in Fort Hood. My mom and dad went to go see them in Dallas the night before, I believe. It was either the night before or it was Dallas one night, and then they took time to drive to Austin, so it was like a day in between, and then we ended up going. And that seeing a band like Kiss live, that was just game changing. I think that's where I really kind of like found my love for music. I still can't read notes or whatever, but just the fact that hearing that, seeing the spectacle of a live performance, that's what was amazing for me. So let me know in the comments below what yours was. So after Darkest Hour, we had the mighty Exodus. Now, I was trying to get myself prepared for this band. I still was not prepared for this band. Um, Throughout the entire night up until this point, we had like an itty bitty mosh pit, and what was crazy is I can't really like explain like the distance, but like let's say my cigar is the stage. So like the stage is here, then you have I guess maybe people like out to here, and then this is kind of where I lived right here. This is where I stayed. And then right behind me was like the circle pit area, and then you had everybody else like on the outside. And let's just say I was not in the mosh pit, but I got effed up, man. It was insane. Um, Especially during the Exodus set. Those guys, they are just so fast, so brutal, so in your face, so like nonstop, just like that pit was just going a mile a minute, and it was almost kind of like if you're when you're watching the Weather Channel and you're watching a hurricane go from here and it's slowly creeping up to the states or wherever it's going, and it almost kind of like it's like if you're watching the hurricane move and then you rewind it and then you watch it go back and then you play it again and it goes back forward. That's what was going on with the mosh pit. It was just going left to right, and the more it came back, the more bigger it got. And so I got elbowed, I got forearmed, in the back, all over, and I think I got punched in the back of the head like 10 times. Completely worth it. Do it all over again. Um, Being able to see those guys in Exodus put on one hell of a show, that really, I think that really kicked my band or lit a fire under my band's butt that, you know, where we are going to make waves. And I know it sounds like I'm trying to like pump up the band, or try to toot my own horn or whatever the hell the term is. I don't know. But we're gonna be taking over, man. And hopefully everybody digs what we've got coming out. We are gonna be having an album come out December 15th. There'll be more information and stuff like that I'll spread out through all of my socials. Um, but I digress. Back to Exodus, the people of the hour. Um, Being like seeing how they played and how they've been doing it for so long. Yeah, it might just be repetition, but the fact that they're still so tight with all of their material, like there was maybe a couple of things that were kind of like, ooh, I don't think that was supposed to happen, but the fact that keep playing and just keep going and keep going and just come back in on whatever, just come back in and then just bam, smash them in the mouth like what mistake? Bam. You know what I mean? Oh, hopefully this bad boy's not going out. But anyways, I loved, and what was cool about the Exodus drummer is that he's left-handed. So the way that everybody that I've seen drum, they're all traditionally right-handed. So to see the actual drum kit that is used by a left-hander, that was the most coolest thing I've ever seen. Um, I believe the drummer for Darkest Hour, I don't even think he had like rag toms. I think he had two floor toms, a bass drum, and a snare, and had a bunch of cymbals. And just the way that he was working, that was really neat. It wasn't like a traditional drum setup. You know what I mean? But yeah, getting to see. I'm horrible with freaking people's names, and I wish I would have wrote down the names of the guys because I don't want to just sit here and say, oh, the drummer for this band, oh, the guitar player. Because, there's people that take time out of their day and they want their name known because of what they do. You know what I mean? Even if they don't want the recognition, they want the recognition because it's like, I did that drum fill, or I made that guitar riff, or I played that badass solo on this song. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna do a little bit better with that when in future videos. I'll make sure that I have my names and stuff like that for the band members. Um, but again, Exodus put on one hell of a show, and then last band was Fit for an Autopsy. I've heard of them, just like Darkest Hour. I'd heard of them, but I haven't heard them. Are we out? Ooh, that one didn't even burn that right. That didn't. Hold on, we gotta salvage this. There we go. We salvaged that bad boy. Oh, you're talking too much and not puffing enough. I puffed too much. Too much. Oh, anyways, Fit for an Autopsy, last band of the night. They absolutely crushed it. Um, the the different types of breakdowns mixed with the different styles of vocals, going from the lows, mids, highs, the deep growls and stuff like that, mixed with I like I said, I got to get these guys' names, but the bald guy with the crazy tattoos and the bright ass orange guitar that fucking glowed under the black light or under the certain lighting, it just like popped. I was like, that dude did that on purpose. He wanted to be seen, you know what I mean? And just the way that everything was just put together, with the way that the lights triggered, with the sound. I guess it would be considered like a light show. It's the first time I've ever really like witnessed anything like that. So it's kind of so with me trying to explain it, it's kind of difficult for me because I've not seen anything like that that I can actually, hey, I know what I can talk about, So, oh yeah, we saved that bad boy. But what's really really cool, and I hope they don't mind me talking about this, but the vocalist for Fit for an Autopsy is actually going to be featured on a song in the game called Metal Hellsinger. I'm going to start playing a little bit more of that game on stream. It's kind of like Doom mixed with Guitar Hero, where you're going around, you're slaying demons, and you're doing it to the beat of the song. And so I'm going to try to get back into that game, so maybe that'll help with my timing. So instead of, I mean, I should listen to a click track or a metronome, but I'm a gamer at heart, so we're gonna learn how to stay in time while slaying some demons. Um, I believe it comes out. I want to say, was it December 5th? I think. Forgot what the track name is, but I'm sure it's going to be out on all over social media, Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. The vocalist is very, very good. So the people over at Metal Hellsinger that write the songs, they really cater to the style of vocals that their people bring, um, especially with the original tracks with Tatiana from Ginger. Um, I think the guy's name is all weird, and so the guy from Mastodon, I believe, was it Mastodon or something else? Some other M band name. I don't remember off the top of my head. Then you had Randy Bly from Lamb of God, Surge from is it Surge? Uh, See, I should know this because I'm a half-assed musician, but uh, I have I'm that person that I can't tell you the band name or the song, but once it's played, I'd be like, oh, I know that song. I listen to it all the time. Check it out. Um, but one song was done in the style of System of a Down, with just a little bit of a heavier like presence. Um, for Randy Bly, they made a song that was Lamb of God esque, um, with that style of music. So I can't wait to see what they're coming up with. I'm also getting back into Metal Hellsinger because um, I guess it was more of like a trial that they were doing. Maybe, I don't know, but it looked like they were trying to go into the pop music kind of thing, and that's what kind of turned me off to the game. They had a couple of like pop DLCs, and I was like, no, I'm not having that. I got this game for metal. That's what you guys designed it for. That's what I want to play to. And so now that they're bringing that back, they also have, I guess, like their own other thing going on. So definitely going to be playing some Metal Hellsinger. You guys are going to want to check that out. Also, like I mentioned earlier before, the vocalist for Fit for an Autopsy is doing a song on that game. So definitely want to go check that out when it comes out. If you play the game, if you don't play the game and you want to check it out, make sure you follow me. Make sure that you like, share, subscribe, do all that stuff. Ring the bells on everything if you got to, so that way you know when I'm going live and we're going to be playing that bad boy. All in all, I know I really didn't talk that much about Fit for an Autopsy, but that's only because it was the only way that I can describe it is it was tight. The way that they were in sync together, just like all the other bands, just flawless. The different syncopated breakdowns. Um, I know there's a little bit of filtering and stuff involved, but the drummer for Fit for an Autopsy, that snare was popping. Literally, that thing was so loud. It was amazing. Um, I've got some videos and stuff that I'll be posting. I posted some of them today. I wish I would get more, but I feel like with this concert, I wanted to be like in the moment, and I wanted to just kind of like take it all in. Because I didn't know like when I was going to be able to do something like this again. So, I got a little bit of video here and there, but I was mainly there like in the moment. Um, when my band starts going and playing in different places and whatnot, there's going to be a lot more videos of a lot more other bands that could be the bands that are signed, popular bands, not signed bands, local bands, all that stuff. Going to show everybody some love. So uh, I think that might just do it for this evening of Chaotic Corner. This will be episode 6, I believe. So yeah, when you see this, whether you see it tonight or whether you see it tomorrow, because by the time I upload this, it'll probably be tomorrow. um, Make sure that you give a thumbs up. Make sure you share, subscribe, all that good stuff, because I really enjoy doing this. I know my voice probably isn't like the best to listen to, but I like talking about stuff, and the more I can get into talking, the more that I can get my thoughts out, the more that I'm not going uhs and whatever. Um, and I like just sitting out here. I like smoking my stogie, drinking my whiskey, drinking my sweet tea, hanging out with you guys. Um, there might be some times where I do the Chaotic Corner live and then upload it for Wednesday. So if you ever want to catch me live, my links are going to be in the description. Make sure you go check those out. Um, I'm gonna I'll probably do my streams on Twitch and Kick, maybe. I don't know. It's really hard doing the streaming thing when I don't do it enough. So that's why I stick to doing videos like this. Um, but uh, but yeah, go check me out over on Kick, Twitch. I'll put all of my links to all of my socials. So if you guys want to talk about other stuff or share your experiences, I'm also gonna link my Discord in the description. So that way, if you guys want to keep continuing that and you guys want to share, your experiences at concerts and whatnot, or even if you're a musician yourself, like what you've experienced on the road, all that good stuff. All of those links and everything will be in the description below. So I've been your host, Chaotic JGD21. You guys are the awesome Chaotic Raiders out there. You guys have a fantastic day, evening, night, whatever it is for you. Enjoy it, live it, love it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.